for kind of a new top-down design that I'm trying to go with. Uh, the card I'm building around is Enchanting Fitting Room. This is a card that has always kind of piqued my interest, but there wasn't really any way to abuse any of the cards. Like you'd play a bunch of high attack normal monsters and try and summon them all onto the field and see what happened. But this card I feel got a lot better with Lynx in particular, just because the whole game with Lynx is just trying to put as many monsters on the board as possible. And this card can be a super extender. Everyone gets mad when you Goki rematch and you get 2 cards out of the graveyard, but that required a lot of, well, not a lot of setup, but a significant amount of setup. You don't open up with Goki rematch and then you summon 2 monsters. This card, however, can be kind of a mediocre to amazing extender. It's kind of the problem with this card, and why it can't really be used in a competitive sense, I don't think, is because you're not guaranteed anything. There's a non-0% chance that you hit no normal monsters, which is kind of upsetting, but we're not going to be playing 30 normal monsters and just try and mize out a win by hitting Enchanting Fitting Room. We're also going to try and play other extenders and other cards strategy. But yeah, with 18 you have a reasonable chance to hit 2. You're always going to hit you're almost always going to hit 1, and then occasionally you'll hit 3 or 4, and you'll feel really special. But this card's really cool. It's also not once per turn, so you can draw multiples and you can really go off there. Coupled with that is Rescue Rabbit, which is a reasonable extender. You don't really use your normal summon in this deck, so it's fine. And then we have just our engine considerations. The Ignites are really cool because they're both warriors and pendulums, so you can access 2 of the more broken Link monsters. And this card is also really cute. It's a tuner, which means that you can access cards like Enlightenment Paladin, Power Tool Dragon if you wanted to go that route, Yazi if you wanted to play Mare, so you could have additional extenders. Cards like that, so it accesses all of those cards. It's also a pendulum monster. So a lot of the strategy is just trying to assemble a lot of pendulum monsters, so then that's your additional extender is just a pendulum summon. Because just playing regular normal monsters isn't going to cut it. You need to have some way to make another push after you have your additional first wave of monsters. There's a play you can do when you open up a lot of pendulum monsters. It's not groundbreaking. Typically you end on Electromite and Amorphage Sloth, which sometimes is good enough, but it's not a great board. And you have kind of more filler, more tuners. This particular version is playing Enlightenment Paladin, so this is relevant. Otherwise you could play a Jerry Bean. You could play a Jerry Beans Man, you could play more level 2s. I'm playing 1 just because you can't really pendulum summon it out consistently because most of the skills are 2. But you do need it so that you can only need to send 2 off of Isolde, 2 equipped spells rather. And then Amorphage Sloth is just kind of a midpoint. Sometimes you won't combo out fully, so you'll need to send Amorphage Sloth. And then that's your last summon with Firewall Dragon is Amorphage Sloth, which isn't bad. This is just another engine consideration. You send it to the extra deck with Electromite and then Pendulum Summon it out. And then you get access to Enlightenment Paladin with one of your level 3 tuners. It's reasonable. And then another engine consideration is Ibly. Then we have just more additional extenders with Unexpected Die and Hornet Drones. And then Painful Decision is just kind of another fixing card. Same with Upstart Goblin. Soul Charge, it's a link deck, so you'll be able to push some links out and then Soul Charge them back, which is pretty powerful. And then we have a Bamboo Engine to kind of fill out the requirement for Sold. Just because, since you can open up, a Golden Bamboo Sword or a Cursed Bamboo Sword, meaning that you can access like drawing 2 cards. I think that's powerful because you only need to open up 1 and access to a soul to get the draw 2. So I'm kind of playing a larger engine. It's kind of bricky. Sometimes you just can't do anything with them. Like you'll open up like double curse, and then you have to like make weird plays to try and draw more cards. Typically using up your normal summon. Symbols of Duty is just another equip spell. It's pretty powerful. You can send like one of these normal monsters to the graveyard, bring back like Firewall Dragon, or I don't know, like another Link monster, so you can like make your board a little bit better. But it's just like another equip spell. You can replace this with basically anything, but this just had more nutty applications, and it's still a brick. You don't want to draw this card. And then, yeah, like, there are a whole host of other ways that you can, like, extend out combos even further. I tried out VNS. It was okay. Like, the Shine Balls are super bricky, so it wasn't really what I was trying to do. You can play more Pendulum monsters if you want to. First the Dragon and Trump Witch, like, you can Electromite, send Trump Witch, add Trump Witch, and then fuse into First of the Dragons. It doesn't seem very powerful anymore. There was a period in time where this card just couldn't be like stopped. You can make Naturia Beast occasionally. That requires like a amount of setup that's a little bit unreasonable. Nirvana High Paladin is something you can make. I wouldn't recommend it, but it is like something you can like ladder into, and you can buy back and chain Fitting Room, which is kind of why I'm like stretching out to play Paladin, is just so you can buy back Fitting Room, recast it, see what happens. You can also make Cursed Bamboo Sword happen by just sending it off a sword, so you can buy back the sword and then activate the Golden Bamboo that you searched out. You can also buy back the Symbols of Duty, activate that if it's something that you can do. But yeah, like, the rest of the deck is just kind of standard. Zephyr Mellotron hasn't really impressed me, but you can make bigger pendulum pushes with Mellotron, which is okay. And then, yeah, Proxy Dragon, there's like the Honeybot or whatever that you can make with like 2 Link Spiders. I'm actually considering a 3rd Link Spider, but that's neither here nor there. Proxy Dragon's just generic, so you can make it whenever, which really comes up more often. I'm going to try and make some combo videos. It's another open-ended combo deck, so like there isn't really anything I can like explain to you like what you need to do. It's just kind of something you have to figure out as you go. But yeah, that's kind of the deck. So thank you guys for watching. This is Smashing Pumpkins signing out. Look forward to many revisions with the Dark Enchanting Fitting Room.